Hello everyone and welcome back to Rags to Riches. We have a pretty nice episode lined up today because we are going to be doing a little bit of harvesting, a little bit of planting, and a little bit of spraying as well because I think we're going to buy a little bit of new land here. We have quite a bit of money in the bank and I don't think we have any urgent equipment requirements at the moment, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy this piece of land right here. It's almost 15 acres, although most of it is not actual field, it's just this kind of big pasture area out here. But this one has kind of been on the list of pieces of land that I wanted to buy for quite a while. So we have the money right now. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy this one. Okay, there we go. We have this whole area on the other side of the road here, across from our main yard here. So that's quite a bit of land there. The last big piece we need is this one over here, which I mean, I guess technically we could have bought this one, but that would have pretty much drained out our bank account. So we'll probably save this one for next year maybe. This one is on the list of fields that I want to buy as well, but yeah, that one's going to have to wait a little bit longer. But if we just pop down to this field here, we'll go visit it. You can see it is currently planted to soybeans. So that's pretty good. We'll just be able to add this into our soybean harvest when we do that in October there. But you can also see that there are quite a few weeds in here as well. So we are going to come along with our sprayer and spray these. They are a little bit too advanced to do with the hoe. So you can see down in the bottom right there, it says weed large, and the way to take care of them is with the herbicide. So we will use the sprayer. And I'm also curious to see what happens with the yield bonus here, because if you remember when we sprayed our sunflowers, we didn't quite get the full yield bonus. When the weeds were in here, even though we did kill them, just having the withered weeds in there seemed to reduce the yield bonus. But then when we sprayed the oat field over there, we seemed to get the full yield bonus back. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I think the weeds were technically in different stages. So you can see these weeds are in the large stage, which I think was the case with our sunflowers as well. And then I think with that oat field, the weeds might have been medium or small, but I can't remember for sure. But I'm kind of wondering if that had something to do with the yield bonus, like maybe you have to get them in an early enough stage to not lose that. So yeah, we're going to go hop in the sprayer here and we can test that out. So we still have quite a bit of herbicide in here, so I think that's probably going to be enough to do this field over here. So I think we can just head straight down there. And then I was also kind of considering, I eventually want to do something else with this land, whether we plow it up and join it into these other fields, or we put more animals down here or something like that. But for the meantime, like that is quite a bit of meadow grass that's just kind of sitting there. So I was almost thinking I could run around with the mower and maybe bale that up and get some hay out of that. And then I wouldn't have to worry about doing like a half and half hay and silage harvest on our main grass field. I'm not quite sure how much grass we'd actually get out of that, but it's, I mean, it's basically free grass at this point, other than like the kind of labor involved to get it baled up there. But I was thinking about trying that, not quite sure if I'm going to do that or not yet, but that is an option. So we'll get this sprayer unfolded here, and it shouldn't take very long to do this field, so let's get these weeds sprayed. Okay, well, we got all that done, so let's hop back down to ground level here and we can check it out. So yeah, we still only have 82% yield bonus. So yeah, that kind of tracks with being the large weeds that you never quite fully recover the yield that you would have had if you weeded the weeds from the very beginning. So yeah, I think that's probably what the difference was between the oats and the sunflowers, is that one of them was large weeds and one of them was small or medium weeds. I can't remember exactly what they were, but yeah, at the end of the day, I guess the most important thing is just to get rid of those weeds as soon as you can after planting, just so you don't have to worry about it, because yeah, they do have the potential to seriously affect your yield there. But I'm not too worried about it. That's basically a free crop anyway, since we just kind of bought it with all that taken care of, so we don't have to do any of the planting or fertilizing or anything ourselves. So not a big deal that we don't get a full yield bonus on that, because we do have this massive soybean field over here that is going to provide us quite a bit. So anything on top of that is just kind of a bonus at this point. So we will just park that guy there, and just going to run around quickly Okay, we still have lots of goat milk. Lots of goat milk in that dairy, so we don't have to worry about that. We still have water for a couple more months here. The goats still have lots of food, don't need to worry about them. And yeah, we still have lots of canola, pumping out canola oil for us. We're going to make some pretty good money off of that when the prices finally peak and we can sell that. And yeah, still quite a bit of barley in the grain mill here. We don't have any flour out because that is being automatically distributed to the bakery. But we probably do have a little bit more bread out by now. And then we'll just come over here and check on our buffalo. I'm pretty sure we need to mix up some more TMR. We did get both of those dairies topped back up, or not topped up, but got the rest of our milk distributed from here into those dairies, so they're good for another month there. As you can see, this thing is still hooked up to our tanker here, so I'm going to fire this up and we will unhook it and bring it back over here because yeah, I think we are going to refill our TMR container there and get some more hay in for our beef cattle over there. And then I think that's basically all we need to do for this month, and then we can probably go ahead and jump into August. Okay, well, we got that stuff mixed up, so we're pretty much good to go. I just wanted to advance the time a little bit until the next hour so that we could actually dump here, because otherwise we'd be in danger of running out overnight. But yeah, we just need to get that started dumping a little bit, and then that should be good until tomorrow. Actually, I just wanted to double check, make sure we're at a decent mixture there. Yeah, that looks okay. So yeah, that should all be good. Dairy should be good. Yeah, I think we are all good to move on. Got a little bit more food for our beef cattle there as well. Yeah, so looking at our map here, I think we're all pretty much good. These fields have all been freshly harvested. These ones aren't ready yet. We do have one oat field that's ready to harvest, but I think we're going to wait until next month, and then we can do it with our other oat field at the same time. So if I remember right, we have plenty of wood in our sawmill here, but I just wanted to jump down here quickly to double check. So yeah, we still have 50,000 wood in here, so that'll be good for another month, but we will have to top it up again next month. But yeah, pretty sure that's all we needed to do. So let's jump back home here. And yeah, I guess we will go ahead and advance until August there. We do have a tornado in the forecast for August, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully nothing gets destroyed, but there's not really much we can do about it, so fingers crossed, and hope for the best. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, good morning, everybody. We have a cotton thing that came up on sale, so let's double check that. Okay, that's just some kind of cotton loader thing. I don't have much use of that because we don't have any cotton fields. So let's see. I guess we must not be in tornado territory just yet because I think it comes up on my forecast no matter where it is on the map. I'm pretty sure anyway, but yeah, we have some pretty nice weather right now. Okay, so looking at our forecast, it looks like it's going to come in sometime in the evening there, about 8 o'clock. So we do have a little bit of time before we have to worry about that. So I guess we'll just go ahead and do our other stuff there. But yeah, as you can see, we have fields over here. We have an oat field right here, sorghum over there, and another oat field over by Walter's place. And this is canola planting month as well. So I think we'll get some of this stuff harvested up first, and then we'll have to jump into the planter and get our canola planted. Oh, I was going to start harvesting here, but actually, now that I think about it, we do need to still re-fertilize our grass field because we didn't do that at the end of the harvest last month. So I'm just going to get our fertilizer tractor, and yeah, we're almost empty, so I'll bring it over and restock it here. Okay, that was being a little bit finicky. I don't know. It didn't want to let me get into the spot there. Couldn't fill up my back fertilizer thing, but eventually it kind of activated. So, okay, so this tractor should be good to go. So I think I'm actually just going to see if I can get a worker to do this fertilization. So if we select this tractor, say create job, it's going to be field work, and we will set the target position as the corner of this field and say start job. Oh, target is unreachable. Yeah, apparently the worker doesn't know where he is right now, so let's try to get him out onto one of these main roads and see if he can figure it out from there. So we'll try that again. Create job, field work, target position right there. Target is unreachable. Why? Well, that's annoying. Usually that works, but don't know why it's not figuring it out right now. Should be a pretty easy target to get to, you would think. So I guess I'll just drive him over here manually and see if we can start him from there. Okay, there we go. I don't know what the deal was there. Being a little bit weird today, but I think he's good to go now. So yeah, we'll jump back into the combine here. And I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm just going to stop off and get some fuel. It looks like we're pretty good in terms of our damage, so we don't really need to repair at the moment, but yeah, we will top up with fuel, and then I think we'll start on the oats. Okay, well, we got all the oats harvested there. The combine is kind of set up, ready to start the sorghum harvest as well, just over here. But we'll wait a minute to do that. First, we're going to go dump these oats off. I think I'm going to put them into the grain mill because yeah, you can make flour out of oats, so I think that's probably the most valuable thing we can do with them at the moment. So I'll probably dump those in there, as well as the sorghum, because I'm pretty sure both of those can be used to make oats. So, oh, I took that corner a little bit too tight. So I'll just drop these off in here. I don't think I'm going to activate this one yet because it is a divided production. So I don't know if there's any point to running multiple at once. So I might just wait until all of the barley runs out and then we can do the oats as well. We do still have about 10,000 liters of oats in our other silo as well over there. We might end up putting those in there or in here at some point as well, but I'm not quite sure because I do still kind of want to get horses as well. And that's the main thing that horses eat. Well, I think it's either oats or hay are their kind of two food sources that you can use. So we might save some of the oats for the horses. So I'll just drop the truck here and get ready for our sorghum harvest here. I do kind of want to test between the two, like the oats and the sorghum. And I guess like I'm kind of comparing it to the barley as well. Just to see which one is best or if we should try to keep a variety going or if one is clearly better than the other one. One of the differences is that barley and oats you can get straw from, whereas sorghum I don't think you can. Not that we really need it, like with the barley field we make tons of straw, so I wasn't even sure if we needed this straw, but I figured I'd put the straw swath down on this field, and we'll bale this up for straw, and then the other field I just switched it to mulching or chopping. Just because, yeah, I don't really think we need any more straw. And then if you do that chopping method, it counts as like a mulch state on the field. So you get like an extra 2.5% yield, I believe. And then it saves us a little bit of work on the baling side as well. Just because, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have lots of straw already. Actually, let's go check how many we have in here after that last barley harvest, because I'm pretty sure we're doing pretty good. Okay, so it looks like we have 68 bales of 9,000 liter straw bales and 19 bales of 7,500 liter straw bales. So yeah, still quite a bit of straw in there, and then we'll get another I don't know how many, probably not a ton out of that field, but yeah, I think we'll have lots since we only really go through like one bale per day kind of thing. Maybe a little bit more to make TMR, but yeah, it's not a whole bunch. And then we do go through a little bit of extra just to supply the bedding for our cows over here as well, but yeah, it's really not a whole lot. So I think we have plenty of straw at the moment. So I do just want to run over to our grain mill here, and I just want to kind of check the different inputs or the different types of flour you can make, or well, the different types of grain you can use to make flour. I think on the output side, it's all just kind of is called flour. It doesn't really differentiate the different kinds, but it kind of differentiates them on the input side depending on which type of grain you're using. So I've been meaning to do the math here because they are all a little bit different. Like the barley only has 480 cycles per month, but it uses 30 barley to make 22 flour. But then for the oats, it's 1,200 cycles per month, but it uses a lot less oats. But then the production is 1-to-1. And then the sorghum is different again. It's 1,200 cycles per month again, but it uses 15 sorghum to make 13 flour. So not quite 1-to-1 on this one. So I'm not quite sure which one is best, because I'm not quite sure like exactly what the yields are that we get out of the different fields. Because I mean, some kind of produce like more, like a higher volume per acre kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna probably go through and kind of do the math here at some point and see if there's one that's kind of a clear winner over the other ones. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's kind of nice to just kind of have a variety, I guess, for the most part. So we are going to get back into harvesting in just a second, but our fertilizer worker is done over here. So I'm just going to bring this tractor back down. Actually, we could probably leave it here now that I'm thinking about it, because we are going to come in this month and reseed this field right here. This was our canola field, so we are going to have to go and fertilize that again. I guess that won't be till next month, but I think for now we can just kind of leave this tractor right here. So I was going to bring that back down to the yard, but I guess we don't really need to. But yeah, let's jump down to our wood lot here, and I kind of want to check how this is doing. So we're down to 19,000 wood here, so I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll restock this sawmill. Just to kind of switch it up so we're not just doing nothing but harvesting here. We will come back in a minute and finish up that sorghum, but yeah, for now I think we'll switch it up with a little bit of wood harvesting here. So I'll just start chopping down a couple of these oaks, and we'll probably keep going until that sawmill is topped right back up again. Okay, well, I just chopped down one of these oaks, and while I was doing that, I just remembered that we do actually have a new piece of forestry equipment. I totally forgot that a couple episodes ago I bought one of those yarder things, so instead of doing the winch, we might as well try and see what that thing's all about, because I haven't really used it before. So I'm going to run down to the store and grab that. I still haven't even picked it up, so yeah, we'll grab that and bring it back here and see if we can set that up and see what that thing is like. Okay, well, we're back here with this yarder machine, whatever you want to call it. I just realized I probably should have stopped and repaired it before I brought it down here, but that's okay. We shouldn't really need it to be fully repaired, just to give it a test here. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but I'm kind of thinking, like, if we just kind of park it on one side of our loading zone here, and then let's open our context menu. Okay, let's unfold it. See what that looks like. Oh, it hit our building, but okay, so we kind of have a tower there. And then what other options do we have here? Okay, we don't really have a whole lot of other options, it looks like, so let's jump down here, because I'm pretty sure this thing has its own engine kind of thing. Do I have to, like, activate it, or does it go automatically? Okay, I see set up yarder rope. What does that do? Okay, so maybe I have to, like, string the line out first ahead of time? Not quite sure how this works. But, like, if I were to go like that, okay, so yeah, I could attach that. So let's try and get, like, all the way over here. I don't know, this has got a pretty long cable, so let's see if we can reach it to, like, one of these trees way over here. Too small. What? Okay, so set tree as rope target. Okay. Okay, so then it gives me a little graphic of, like, where the thing is, I guess. Oh, okay, I have to be within, like, a certain range of the rope for it to show it to me. And then, okay, yeah, you can see it moving on that graphic there. So let's go back down to this tree that I just cut down. 'Cause where is that line? Can I see it anymore? Oh, it's kind of running through the trees there. Okay, so oh, that's probably not going to work, is it? Because it's going to try to drag it right through those trees. Okay, so I might have to move that a little bit further over. Otherwise, I think that's going to cause problems. So give me a second here. So I have to go all the way back down to this thing to cancel the setup, or to take it off of that tree. So that's kind of annoying. But once you get it set up, I guess it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, I'll just run this over to a different tree here. Hopefully we have enough, like, I don't know how much like area or how much distance you have, like, from, like, the carriage thing to the tree. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, we can kind of, I don't know how tall we want it. I guess it doesn't really need to be that tall, because we're kind of going downhill anyway. And I guess if we do it a little bit lower, now we might have a little bit more space. That still might cause issues, but let's see if we can get that over here. Because if we can get this first row of trees out first, then it should be fine. I guess we could go back to another tree in a different spot there. The only thing I'm worried about is, yeah, like, how much leeway we have from this thing to go out. So this thing is going to be over the weight capacity, so we're going to have to chop it up into a few pieces here, I believe, because I think it's limited to, like, three tons. So let's do a cut here and see what that gets us. So this one now is 2.6. Okay, that should be plenty. So, okay, so it just kind of automatically selects it when I'm close. Okay. Is that working? Oh, that's kind of counterintuitive. I have to push the stick down to reel it in. That doesn't make any sense. But I can just lift that right up. That's interesting. So then what if I just say move it to yarder? Is it going to get through those trees there? kind of getting caught up, but it's working. Okay, so it's down there. I don't think it quite made it into the zone. Huh. Okay, well, we can always move those again later. But actually, let me try and reposition this thing. So I think if we just kind of back it up, because we can basically get it right up to this thing. So I think if we just get it a little bit closer back here and a little bit tighter to the building, it'll probably work. Okay, I think that should work now, hopefully, because we're pretty close. Yeah, if we can get it to like right here and drop it straight down, pretty sure that's going to work. Okay, let's try that one more time. Grab this rope. Let's run it all the way over there. I guess I'll try going a little bit further to the right this time, just so we're not clipping into those trees, because I think that might be a little bit of an issue. And then I think if there's too much angle this way, it's going to be tougher to get it into that zone as well. We'll just have to go kind of further back here, but I think we have lots of length on this rope, so I don't think that's really going to be an issue. Okay, well, we got this thing stocked up. As you can see, I used the Voltra just to drag down the last tree there. I don't think we can quite fit one more in there, so we'll just leave that for now, but it's pretty stocked up. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that thing. It is kind of cool. Cool concept that you can kind of just stand there and have it move all the trees down there for you, but it's definitely slower than just doing it with the Voltra and dragging them down with the winch, but I don't know, maybe a little bit more realistic, but yeah, I think part of the problem is just like the chainsawing is one of the slowest aspects of the whole process, and then having to do it like that and having to buck the trees up into at least 3 different pieces takes quite a long time. And then it's a little bit tough to estimate as well because you don't have a ton of leeway to play with to be able to buck them into 3 different pieces. So most of them I ended up having to do like 4 just because I didn't quite estimate the sizes right. And then you have to make 4 different trips with that yarder carriage thing back and forth. And it doesn't really move that fast. Like I'm pretty sure the Voltra drives just as fast as that thing moves. So yeah, it definitely doesn't save any time. But I mean, it is pretty easy to do. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Might end up just reselling that thing, which was kind of part of the plan because we did buy this thing used. So we can always repair it and resell it and we'll make a little bit of money on it. But yeah, I just kind of mainly wanted to try it out. I probably won't bother selling it right away here. I'm going to think about it a little bit more. Maybe we'll try it out one more time at some point. But yeah, I could definitely see potential use cases for that thing. But yeah, for our setup right here, I think it's still a little bit easier to just do with the Voltra. But yeah, I think I will think about that a little bit more. Yeah, we will have to do another sale here pretty soon. But for now, I think we'll probably pop back here and continue on with this sorghum harvest, I think. So yeah, we'll get this sorghum field harvested up here. And then that's going to be the last harvesting we need to do for this month, I believe. And I think that's also the last we're going to have to do until October, because I don't think we have any harvesting to do in September. But October is going to be a really big harvest month because that is going to be the soybean month, and we have a lot of soybeans to harvest. And that's also going to be the sunflower month, and that is also going to be the olive harvesting month. So yeah, tons of stuff to harvest in October. So we'll get this sorghum done, get that into the grain mill as well. And then I think we're probably going to seed up our canola field there. And I'm not quite sure what to do there because I am thinking about buying a new seeder because we still only have like a 6-meter working width seeder to do canola right now. So it might be time to upgrade our seeder. We already kind of have like an end game planter. So yeah, changing up to an end game type seeder might be an option here too. I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked at them in a little while. We might have enough money to buy the one I want to buy, but I can't quite remember how much it costs there. So if we do, I might just go ahead and buy that, and then we can start seeding canola. Otherwise, we will probably have to do a little bit of a product sale to get a little bit more money. But yeah, I'll finish off this sorghum field. It shouldn't take very long, I don't think. And then yeah, we'll have a look at our prices and the different options for the seeders and decide what we want to do there. Okay, well, we got all of that sorghum harvested there. Got it into the grain mill. I think we ended up with about 31,000 liters. Okay, so we ended up with 32,000, over 32,000 liters of sorghum in there, so not too shabby. But yeah, this is a divided production, so I don't think there's any point in turning the other ones on at the moment. I don't think it would hurt anything either. I think just wouldn't really make a difference either way. But I'm not sure, like, if you have multiple running at once, if you get charged like the production costs for each one you have running. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be the same production rate. It might be better to just do one at a time, because then you save like a little bit of money on the production cost, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So we're starting to get a decent amount of bottled goat milk out here, but yeah, we still have lots in the dairy, and we're starting to get a little bit more out there. So yeah, we'll probably still end up selling a little bit of unprocessed goat milk, just because we are producing more than our dairy can handle, unless we add a second dairy to do 2 dairies worth of bottled goat milk as well. But I don't know if that's really worth it at the moment. There's a few other things I want to buy. Actually, let's take a look at the cedars for a second. Did we get? No, still nothing else coming up on sale this month, eh? That's kind of disappointing. But yeah, let's take a look at the cedars and see what we're dealing with here. So this is the one we have right now, and it is a pretty good cedar. I mean, it's a 6 meter working width. It's fairly fast at 17K. And it can seed directly, like it is a direct seeder, so that saves us a cultivating step, and it can do fertilizer as well. So we basically have all 3 things combined into this one machine, so that is pretty handy. The only downside to this one is that it doesn't have a very good working width, and 6 meters is not bad, but it could be quite a bit better. So this one is basically the same, pretty much the same stats, just a different color. This one, I mean, it's double the working width, but it's a little bit slower. And it can't do direct seeding, and it doesn't do fertilizing. So I don't know how much faster this one would actually be, because even with double the working width, the fact that you have to go around the field first with a cultivator kind of slows things down. So this one could be an option as well. I mean, it's not much wider. It's only 8 meters versus 6, but it is faster as well. So it goes 20K, so it'd be pretty quick. It is a direct seeder, but this one doesn't have fertilizer. So we would have to go in and do the fertilizer step separately, which isn't a big deal because fertilizing is fairly quick. And then we also have this one, which is even bigger. 15 meter working width is pretty good, but it's not quite as fast. It's only a 16. And this one does do fertilizer, but it doesn't do direct seeding. So, I mean, between the 2 of these, I think this one would be better. Because if I have to do an extra step, I would rather it be the fertilizing step rather than the cultivating step, just because the fertilizing is usually way faster than cultivating, especially because we could always do that with our big sprayer as well, and that would make it really, really fast, I think. But it might just be easier for now just to keep it going with our AgroStar and our little fertilizing setup that we have right there, because that is working pretty well right now. And then we also have this one, which does all 3 steps. So it does fertilize, it does do direct seeding, but it's not a great working width. I mean, it is slightly better than this one. It's 9 versus 8, but it is significantly slower. So I'm not really sure if this one would actually be any better at the end of the day. So I think we're ruling this one out for now, just because, yeah, it doesn't do the direct seeding, which would make it quite a bit slower, I believe. Even though I think that's the biggest working width of any of the seeders in the game. So yeah, I mean, this one is kind of an option, but we would also have to buy. I mean, I guess we do technically still have a cultivator somewhere. So yeah, this disker's not bad, but it's fairly, I mean, it's a smallish working width compared to some of the stuff we're doing now. I think it's about 8 meters as well. Yeah, it would still take quite a while to do some of our big fields with that one. So I think we would want to look into getting another cultivator as well, if we were going to go with this one, which is an option, but those are a little bit pricey too. So we would have to sell quite a bit of stuff to be able to afford this and a cultivator as well. So I'm kind of thinking we try this one out. Especially, like, I really like the machines with the higher working speed, just because it makes them a little bit funner to drive. Even if it takes a little bit longer in the field, just the fact that it goes faster makes it feel a little bit less tedious than like going along at 12 kilometers an hour with something like this. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe we should just go ahead and buy this one. I think this is going to be a decent upgrade. I mean, it's not crazy, but it is definitely going to be faster. It is a little bit wider and 3 kilometers an hour faster than our other one. So yeah, I would say it's definitely an upgrade, and we could probably sell our other one as well. I don't know how much we get back for it, but yeah, yeah, that would help kind of offset the cost, and then we can use this one for a little bit and see how we like it. And then eventually, if this one isn't fast enough for us, we could always upgrade to this one and get a separate cultivator too, because yeah, we could always kind of get like a worker to start on the cultivating or something like that, or so that is an option. And then I guess that gives us a little bit of an option to do an upgrade later as well, because we pretty much already have an end game planter. We don't really have any reason to upgrade that, but yeah, if we buy this one, it's definitely an upgrade from the current one, but it's maybe still leaves us a little bit of room to upgrade in the future. But yeah, I think we should just go ahead and buy this one. It is going to take up most of our money, but yeah, like I said before, we do have quite a few products that we can sell, so we can always make that money back before too long if we need to. So yeah, let's just whip down to the store there, and I'll grab that new seeder and we'll go check it out, and maybe bring it over to that canola field. I'll probably swing by the shop again, because I probably should have done that on the way there, but yeah, I just want to refuel and repair this tractor before we get going. But yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to start seeding that field as well. So we'll just come over here. Actually, let's jump out and take a quick look at it. So it kind of matches the color. I guess it's not quite the same blue, but it's got a pretty big tank on there, so it should last quite a while. And I think we could always do like an extra storage tank on the front of the tractor as well. Kind of the same thing that we have on the fertilizer tractor. We could do that if we need to, but I mean, 4,000 liters of seed capacity is pretty good, I think. So we might not need to do anything else with that. So yeah, this thing looks pretty sweet. So let's attach to it here. And I just kind of want to see what it looks like unfolded. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Definitely not huge, but I'm excited for the high working speed there. 20 kilometers an hour going along seeding is going to be pretty nice. So I guess I will just run this back over here, and yeah, I'm going to stop and refuel and repair this tractor, and then I think I'll just bring this right over to our canola field, because we are just about ready to start seeding that. Okay, so this thing is a little bit of a pain to turn. Kind of running into that same issue with the planter, where it doesn't have like the drawbar hitch. It's just got like the pin in there, which means that the hitch point is kind of in between or behind, or I guess ahead of the back of the wheels. So you always like run into interference with the wheels when you're trying to turn sharp. And I was kind of thinking, like looking at it in the store, I kind of thought it would be like jointed in here with these wheels here, but apparently it's not. The wheels do turn, but the seeder itself isn't jointed, because I figured with a joint there it would kind of follow a little bit better, but apparently not. So we'll have to give it a go, and hopefully it still works okay. But yeah, let's get this tractor repaired. $1,000 to do that, and then yeah, I'll just bring this over to the canola field, and oh, I guess we need to top up with seed first too, eh? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, let's stock it up with seeds. Perfect. So that should be good to go. I can never remember why. Seed select. So we're going to go back to canola. And yeah, I think we should be pretty much good to go to give this thing a try. right, well, we got all that canola seeded and fertilized. I got a worker to start on the bigger part of that field while I finished up with the seeding that little corner. And then once I was done with that, I just took over from the worker there and finished it off. So that canola is all seeded, and it's got its first round of fertilizer. So I'm bringing this tractor back down to the yard, but I'm just realizing that I probably could have just left it there because we are going to have to fertilize that canola field again next month, but that's okay. It's not that far to drive over there. And I mean, we are supposed to get a tornado tonight as well, so it's probably not a terrible idea to park our stuff under shelter if possible. Yeah, we can just park that under the shed there, and then we'll jump back over here, and we might as well bring our cedar back down as well. But this thing, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sold on this cedar. I do love the speed. It is, it felt pretty fast while I was doing that, so that was pretty nice. But just that turning radius was killing me. Yeah, that hitch point is just like so far in behind the tires that, yeah, you can't turn very sharp at all without that that bar hitting the wheels. So yeah, if it was mounted with like a drawbar, then it would be out behind the wheels there, and you'd just have like so much such a better turning radius. So I don't know why they don't do it like that. They should make every implement kind of a drawbar type one, if you ask me. Like this one right here. Yeah, it's got that bar in the front, and then it kind of connects between those two things right there, and then yeah, it makes it a lot more maneuverable. So yeah, I don't know what to think, because I mean, it's definitely faster than this one. It is a little bit wider, and it's 3 kilometers an hour faster, but yeah, just that turning radius was driving me nuts. It's kind of annoying. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I would like to hear from you guys, like if anybody actually uses this thing, like how do you do it? Like, am I missing something? Or I guess maybe like what tractor do you use for it? Because I know some of the tractors have the hitch like a little bit further behind, so maybe that makes a big difference. If you guys have a tractor that you like to use with this thing that puts that hitch point further back, that actually gives you a decent turning radius, let me know what you think about that. If you have any recommendations for a different tractor, that would work for that. There was kind of one that I was looking at before this Vulture came on sale. I was actually looking at buying, which one was it? I think it was this one. One of these tracked ones here, because yeah, if you look at this one, I think, yeah, like it's got the drawbar way back there, but like even the like pin hitch one is kind of behind the tracks. So it's right here. So I feel like that would give you a lot better turning radius on stuff like that. So I was kind of thinking about getting this one. It is, I mean, it would be over $500,000 to get the best engine upgrade, but with that, like that's 670 horsepower. So that's I mean, enough power to haul anything or to move any implement in the game pretty much. So we could get something like that, and that could be like a dedicated seeding, cultivating tractor. But I mean, I guess if we wanted to get that other seeder, we could get like one of these bigger cultivators, like this is the biggest one, but it's pretty slow. So I don't know if this one is a better compromise between the working width and speed. So yeah, I'm not sure. I might look into these a little bit more. Because yeah, that would be an option as well. We could get a cultivator and then get this seeder, I guess, because this one looks like it does have the drawbar. Yeah, like it's got the bar. So this one would be a lot more maneuverable, I believe. Even though it's way bigger. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they design these ones like that just are so hard to maneuver, just based off of that hitch position. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of annoying, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. If you have any tractor recommendations that thing would work better for, because yeah, I'm not totally sold on that thing, even though it is pretty fast, which is really nice. But yeah, there's the downside, that big downside is that turning radius, and it was really starting to annoy me at the end there. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. So yeah, I think we're basically ready to move on to the next month there. We still have to bale up that straw, obviously, but that can wait. We don't really have to do that urgently. So we'll get the buffalo milk in there, 2,500. So yeah, we'll put about 1,200 liters in each one of those dairies. And then we should be good to get through another month here, because I think I am basically going to wrap this episode up here. But I do want to just see what this tornado is going to do. So I think I'm going to top up these dairies, and then I'm going to fast forward time for a little bit. So we'll do about that much, I think. And then, yeah, we'll dump the rest into this other one. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to fast forward time until that tornado and just kind of see what happens. Okay, so we got that guy parked, got our dairies topped up, so they should be good to go for a while. I think everything else is pretty much good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward time here, and I will see you once the tornado gets here. Okay, the rain just started, and it looks like our tornado has moved in, so let's check the map and see if we can see it anywhere. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere right now, so I guess we'll speed up time a little bit more. Let's double check. Oh, there it is. Coming in from the north side, it's pretty far away from all of our fields, although it could potentially hit this canola field if it keeps going in that direction. So let's speed up time a little bit more. Just keep an eye on it. Ooh, that field's getting pretty destroyed. Same with that one. I don't know how long this is going to last here. What does their forecast say? So forecast says it should be done around 10. So how are we doing here? Ooh, it's getting pretty close. Is it going to hit our canola field? We're pretty close. This is our field right here. Oh, is it going to hit that corner? It is right along the corner of this freshly planted canola. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we had to come in and replant this area. Yeah, that's pretty close. I think this is the closest tornado has ever come to one of our fields. We've had a couple tornadoes in this game so far, but yeah, they haven't really come anywhere close to any of our stuff before. But this one is pretty close, but I don't know if it's going to hit us. And I mean, it's almost 11, so according to the forecast, it should almost be done. But yeah, it seems to have mostly missed us. It's kind of going into the town here. I don't know if it's going to change direction here. Yeah, it's kind of going right through, what is this, the food processing plant, I think? So yeah, it went right over this place. But it looks like it's gonna kind of go through town. Oh no, that's our poplar field. Oh, okay, now it's gone. Oh, but it definitely, oh wow. Okay, where's my flashlight actually? Whoops. Okay, so yeah, if we get our flashlight out here, damn, this really, that really devastated our poplar field. That sucks. And it just as it vanished too. Like it only made it halfway through. Couldn't have stopped just up here. Oh, but that is a lot of destruction though. That is a lot of poplars destroyed. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I rather would have had it go through that canola field, because that's way easier to replant. It is going to be a pain to replant these poplars. And I mean, they look like they're completely destroyed. Like it's, yeah, it doesn't say planted or anything down on the bottom right there. So I was thinking like maybe because the poplars kind of automatically regrow, you don't have to plant them every time. I was thinking maybe if they got destroyed, like we would just have to wait another cycle and they regrow. But yeah, I don't think that's the case. It looks like they're actually completely destroyed right down to the ground there. So all these poplars are going to have to be replanted, or well, not all of them, but a significant portion of this field is going to have to be replanted. Which kind of sucks because poplar is pretty tedious to plant. And I mean, it's kind of too late to plant it for this cycle, I think, because what stage are these ones at? Okay, so they're 7 out of 14, so they're basically halfway through their growth stages right now. So yeah, it's probably not worth replanting it right now, I wouldn't think, just because it's going to be so long. I guess we'll just wait until these are ready to harvest, and we'll harvest what we can out of here, and then I guess we'll have to go and replant this field. But yeah, that kind of sucks. That is kind of the worst crop it could have possibly destroyed. Any other one probably would have been easier than that to deal with. So yeah, that is kind of annoying, but what can you do? This is our first damage that we've ever had from our tornado. I think it's the third tornado that's hit this map since I started playing this game, and this is the first time it's actually done any damage for us. So that kind of sucks, but what can you do? I guess it's over now. We'll head back to the homestead there, and yeah, I guess we'll call her a night for now, and we'll have to evaluate the damage in the morning there, and yeah, I guess we'll deal with it, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, something else came up on special offer. What is that? Oh, we got a few different things. I didn't notice when all these things changed. So we have a different fertilizer spreader. So what else do we have? We do have this auger bin, which is interesting. I do kind of want one of these. 50% off. It's got 22 hours. This thing could be an option. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm not going to buy it right now. Obviously, we can't even afford it, but yeah, we could just sell a couple things and we might be able to afford that. So I'm going to think about that. That might be a good option of something to have there. Yeah, so maybe this thing, I'll think about that. Nothing else in there that really interests me at the moment. Oh, crap. Oh, I forgot to, that was dumb. I forgot to stop the fast forwarding. I still had it at like 120 times speed, or maybe even more. But yeah, we are apparently into the next month. I guess that's why we got new sales on. Yeah, I kind of screwed that one up. So yeah, we are now into September, I guess. I guess that doesn't really hurt anything because I was just gonna sleep until September anyway. But I was gonna probably do that in the next episode. But yeah, we are in September now. Let's see if we actually have. Okay, the buffalo do still have a little bit of food in there. Although our mixing wagon looks like it's empty. Yeah, but our trough didn't quite run out, so that's fine. We'll stock that up again at the beginning of the next episode. But yeah, I think I'm going to call that for this one. But yeah, anyway, we got quite a bit done. Most of our harvesting is done for this year, other than our soybeans and our olives and our corn, I guess. So yeah, I guess we still have a decent amount of stuff to do. And we'll have one more grass harvest to do next month as well, I believe, or maybe the month after. So yeah, a little bit more harvesting to do. Guess we'll give the dog some food. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Feels like this one was kind of all over the place there. But yeah, ended up getting quite a bit accomplished. But yeah, definitely quite a bit more left to do. So it looks like the rain is just about ready to finish here. So we'll be able to kind of get right back into it. We'll probably do a big product sale this month, I'm thinking. And then, yeah, there's not a whole lot else we'll do this month. Then we can advance into October and finish off the rest of our harvesting for this year. So, yeah, we'll do all of that in the next episode there. So, yeah, just wrap this one up here. So, hope you enjoyed this one. And thank you for watching. And I will see you again soon in the next one.